The thing that really upsets me is that mouse. That guy wears a mouse head and he plays techno music. What's his name?
Oh, what is that?
Flatermouse or something? What's that dude's name, Gary, who wears a mouse head? I hate that. Deadmau5.
Oh, I don't even know who you're talking about.
There's this guy, they had a whole bunch of techno guys. That's a weird thing in music going on now. Guys who stand there and play, like, records. Remember?
Oh, David Guetta and that guy?
Well, this guy's name is Mouse.
It's Deadmau5, and he spells it. It's so weird because it's spelled dead, and it's M-A-U, and then the number 5.
And all he does is spin a record. He's not playing anything, and he spins a record. And then there's other assholes in the audience who have a mouse head on their head. And they scare me worse than the guy playing the records, because at least the guy playing the records has a career. They're in the audience with mouse heads. They look like douchebags. Dildo heads. Not mouse heads. They should wear a big dildo on their head. What is that guy? Like, what does he do? He spins records and people go and watch him?
Well, he makes mixes, I guess, almost like Moby, because I don't know anything about it, but I
hate that.
I was watching with Lucas, and then at one point, it just sounded like a shitload of noise to me.
Yeah, but
Lucas goes, this is his hit.
But Moby writes songs.
But a lot of those guys create beats.
Yeah, but...
And that makes a song.
Yeah, but they stand there and just play... It's like if I turned on a tape recorder and stood there.
Right, I've seen David Guetta, who's the biggest guy in the industry, in concert, and that's what he does. He stands in front of a turntable and raises his arm every once in a while.
Some guys tell me that sometimes you can go to their concerts. I don't know this. I heard this secondhand, and that there's playing shit off their iPod,
right?
You know, and that they go into the audience and they're just spinning and scratching off their iPod.
Yeah, it's great.
Well, that's what Scott does.
I would never have the balls to have a career like that.
Scott is trying to break it.
Like if I went out and played an iPod and just kind of scratched my iPod, and I would just think people would lynch me.
He's a big deal. And then and then one of the guys that was nominated for Best New Artist is one of those guys. Have you ever seen that guy Skrillex?
No. I've seen the name.
He's got half his head shaved, and he's like the biggest one of them all.
Oh, according to Wikipedia, Deadmau5's real name is Joel Zimmerman.
Well, you would change your name, too.
Yeah. Maybe
There's
I should wear...
nothing cool about Joel Zimmerman.
What about, like, on America's Got Talent if I wear a mouse head? Like, I would be much more comfortable judging that way.
As dicky as it looks, at least he's a performer. Those people in the audience just look retarded.
They're just wearing mouse heads. And by the way, he spells his name Dead, M-A-U, and then it's like a 5 S. Deadmau5. Hey, asshole, that's not how you spell mouse.
I've heard people pronounce it Deadmau5.